Welcome to the Strange.
Oh, you bastard. Yeah, you
What?
took up all the question time.
What, do you have more?
No, I just wanted to verify. I sent you a link on Skype to the
Oh,
vest that my guy wears. I just wanted to clarify that not armor, it's supposed to be meant like a backpack. It's just a means of carrying something that doesn't flop around when I run.
Giggity.
Yeah. That's what the tight pants are for.
Yeah,
Oh god,
sure.
did they have to be that elastic?
And $45 price. Perfect.
Yeah.
Accepted.
I marked the price on everything just so you knew how much I spent. So.
Oh, sweet. I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
Because we're playing now. Anyway.
Okay.
So, especially for Zach and Barrett, it's been 3 months since you were rescued from the island.
Especially for us.
Well,
Because
because
it hasn't been 3 months for the other.
I know, but
Yeah.
has it been especially 3 months for everyone since we were rescued?
Zach,
No,
I
it's
can
been
send
4
you
months
back
for
to
me
the
because
island.
I got lost in the Strange the last time I went out.
All right, I'll let you GM and stuff.
Thank you. So it's been 3 months since I'm assuming you took, the offered job. Right now, they've been sort of training you, telling you specifics about the Strange, things you could expect, which is, well, anything. So that could be a little infuriating, but tells you how to translate, how different things work. So basically, everything you know out of character right now, you'll know in character.
Okay.
Now, also, see here, Richard, how did you get into the estate?
Well, my talents in hacking did not go unnoticed. So, I assume that they just, recruited me after I was, surfing through message boards. And I found a bunch of, a back door into a place discussing an odd type of science that I'd never heard about. Something about strange theory, and I kept digging deeper and deeper. And eventually I just, got picked up by them for my specialized kind of skill in that.
Gotcha. How about you, Kat?
I wrote. Oh, sweet. Okay, so real quick, for being strange, I apparently also have for conducting weird scientist, I also have scientist,
Sure.
which is I have a specific knowledge of a certain kind of science. So that's 2 different kinds of sciences that I can have. I assume.
Or you can be specialized in a specific focus.
Or I
You
can be
know
specialized
everything
in
there is to know
biology.
about CC
No.
fly mating.
I'm gonna do chemistry and biology, so I can blow shit up and understand how poisons work in people's bodies. Anyway,
Nice.
I wrote a paper. I was doing experiments in my lab. Strange shit happened. I wrote academic papers that got me laughed out of academia. I now do research for grants, and the estate helps me pay for more of my experiments to understand all these things I'm writing papers about.
I gotcha. So you're more on the experimental side. Why would they send you along on missions?
Because I know a lot. I mean, I've got a talent for understanding strange things and ciphers. I know
Field
how
research.
Yeah, I mean, field research, basically. You can only do so much with samples that are brought to you.
Why would they send a hacker out?
I specifically asked to be sent out into the field because I have a, I'm pretty good with strange things, and I'd like to get a closer look at most of them.
Cool. So, and Zach, if you could give us a primer on your character, just for Kat and
Sure.
the stream.
Just a quick question, since Richard never specified, he just said we were leaving from the East Coast. Like, what city? Or rather, what city do you want to be from, Barrett? Since I'm assuming you left from the East Coast, so... Because I was just a cop in whatever that city is, so I'm not going to specify it. Or I could just say on the East Coast. That'll do, whatever. So growing up, my parents were members of the Peace Corps, so I spent my childhood flying around the planet in a lot of different locations. So I never really stayed in one place for too long. And really the only effect that had was that I had more of a varied upbringing, but also the only sports that were really universal were running and track and things along those lines. So I never played like basketball or soccer, but everywhere I went, I ran and did track and stuff like that. So I specialized in, you know, that kind of thing. And then once I graduated from wherever in the U.S. and went to the police academy, trained, and I've been on the force for about 6 years. So, and I was going on on vacation to Puerto Rico when my plane crashed down in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, along with Val and one other person. And at the end of our adventure, we were all brought into the estate.
Perfect. Barrett?
And then I was just, I was one of 2 hired men to protect a man on the previous flight who died in the crash, and they recognized me for certain stuff from the previous of what I've done there, and that's why they picked me up. Good. So
Awesome.
good.
All right,
The man
so
you were hired to protect also died. Great track
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
It's not like it was his fault that the plane went down.
Look, all I'm saying is he should have jumped in front of the plane and
Dude,
stopped it.
maybe it was. Yeah, dude.
He's a Vector. He can do crazy physical things.
all right, so now just to let you know, the estate is based out of Washington. Think about 40 miles inland from the actual city. Best way to put best way to
DC or the state?
the state, Washington State.
So what city? You said
You're
40 miles
outside of Seattle.
Oh. Got it. Carry on.
All right, so think of the campus is honestly the best way to put it. Think more of like a tiny college campus like Saddleback or something. It's kind of how it's all shaped. So bearing that in mind, Barrett, Kat, how did you two meet on campus?
So this is where I work, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was hauling heavy shit and he looked like he could haul heavy shit, so I told him to help me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I have no idea what your personality is like, so I have no idea how you would have reacted to that. But I wouldn't have been friendly about it. I would have just, as a matter of fact, like, told you to help me carry shit. Is that okay?
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
For him, yeah, I don't know.
That is literally how I met him. We're not friends or anything. He's literally a guy I told to carry my shit.
Looking
Okay.
for trouble lifting boxes, man.
Fuck those boxes, dude.
Yeah.
I gave him a cookie at the end of it.
Well, that just sounds like he got out ahead. But Richard, Zach, how about you?
Well, we've known each other for a while. I've done some work for Alex in the past, falsifying or finding documents that he might need during his, I guess, police business or whatever he needed, really.
He was also the person I turned to help me get out of the police force after, disappearing for a certain amount of time. So
I can
he
make
came
people
up with a
disappear.
believable excuse and executed that for
Order 66.
my departure.
Order 66.
That one.
Well, all right then. So, you all receive a message through various ways you'd have that set up. Claw would probably have an intern sent over to her, summoning her over,
I do have a
or
phone.
him over.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
Alright.
They wouldn't want to deal with you personally.
Oh,
They'd
well,
send someone else
that's
to do
fair.
it. You all get called in, you are alerted that you're about to go on mission, and you get called over to one of the auditorium-like briefing rooms in the estate. Right, there. You meet up again with Cynthia, which at this point you're all vaguely familiar with.
Oh, I'm intimately aware of her.
Creepy, but okay. She thanks you all for coming, and the way she starts it out is, so how do you all feel about music?
I
What
play
kind
some
of
EDM or something. I
music?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
I-
respond. I keep
I
scrolling
like
on
Vague
music.
and broad question, ma'am.
Well, I wanted to see your reaction to it, honestly, but where we're actually sending you is Austin, Texas. Not exactly what you've been trained for, I understand, but this will be... We're basically sending you to check out members of a band.
Are we going to South by Southwest?
You're gonna make us listen to country music, aren't you?
No, I don't have any music that isn't license free. But actually, no. It's... Have you heard of the band Onyx Twilight?
No.
Oh,
Isn't that the idiot band that some of the students have been listening to lately? Or is that a different one? Was that Burgundy 4?
Well, think of what you want about their music, but in case you haven't heard, they are a heavy metal band that have somehow hit the top 1 on the Billboard charts.
So kids like death metal now. What's up? What's wrong with that?
It's not that there's anything wrong, but there is also the fact that the band formed a month ago. And they've, honestly, if it keeps up like how we think it's going to be, we could be reaching levels of Beatlemania here.
This is something the estate takes seriously, I take it. I'm just gonna start
Well-
typing on my laptop, Googling them and shit.
Okay, so Richard, what you find, these guys are all fucking over. You're actually surprised you haven't heard of them in at least passing.
Hmm.
Let me put it like this. All the stars you've heard about in the last 5 years, they've all been forgotten. All anyone is talking about now are these guys.
Skrillex's kill?
Skrillex is killed.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, what we want you to do is go down, do some investigation, ask about them, maybe go to 1 or 2 of their shows, and see if they have sparks.
Okay.
all right.
I don't have to talk to them, do I?
Well, we would prefer if someone talked to them.
Alright.
Pat Val on the back. I think he's up to it.
Try not to enjoy the music too much.
Well, you're there for pretty much the entire music festival, so if you want to party, feel free to, but of course, get the job done.
Is there freeform jazz and then the professor just starts going off into something that has to do with weird equations and strange? Like, just kind of, but just starts going off.
While I haven't studied the lineup or anything, considering it's South by Southwest, there could very well be freeform jazz.
I look up the lineup. I'm assuming this would be easily accessible
insert
information.
band here.
No, there's no freeform jazz.
Just
I'm
the
sorry.
one band.
There's one freeform jazz band.
There's literally just Rancid and these guys.
Well, it's a festival, so all kinds of bands, but in terms of popularity, these guys have been topping the charts consistently.
everyone who's been popular in the last 5 years isn't